Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to yet another edition of the PMA LCS. This is week 3. This time we have got 9-inch torpedoes versus the Chase squad. I am Rich Jirachi Matties. I am joined by the OG support god, the man, the myth, sadly not the torpedo, but still the legend, Matt Baba Booey Bulls. How's it going?
It's going good. I think you might have hyped me up a little too much in that introduction, but
There's
you know
no
what?
such
I'll
thing
take
as
it.
too hype for you.
I'll take it. I'm ready for this game. I'm pumped. I'm excited. Ah, some good old PMA LCS happening.
Quite. So we are not yet in Champ Select. We are in fact in the pregame lobby where we are getting the picks locked in. We're just gonna get to second round of pick phase now, I believe. Yeah, they're done their second phase of bans. But you know what? We might as well just go down all the players on the blue side. We do have the 9-inch torpedoes. We've got Stock Dalius in the top lane, Theatrix in the jungle, Flame Panda subbing over from Team Foreskin in the mid lane, Bearded Bear Lover making the role swap, quote unquote, down to ADC to accommodate, Panda substituting, and Nature Dan at support.
And on the red side, we're going to have Chase Squad. We have Seaman subbing up in the top lane, Lusta in the jungle. Guy Fury make that role swap from top to mid for this game. Allergic to Milk on AD carry, and Adonvel on the support.
And of course, the big story, Elucida is back. For those that didn't hear last week, his computer just died, so he couldn't play the match. Menbong subbed, did a fine job, but I think having Elucida back and having that synergy back within the team it'll be great for J Squad.
Yeah, and it's always hard when the jungler is missing for the game because they're just so impactful. They impact all three lanes and everything like that. They go on roaming, warning missions with supporters and stuff. So it is harder for them to plug them in to gel for a game. But you know what? Glad to see him back. Hopefully he does have all of his computer issues fixed, and I'm just excited to see him back in the jungle.
Indeed. He messaged me earlier. It's just like, hey, I'm back, and this was like today. It's like, okay then, that's day of. I mean, that's great, but wow, that's cutting it a little close.
Yeah, and I'm really interested to see what Theatrix and Elucida, how they go head to head in the jungle matchup. Theatrix is a very skilled jungler, as is, I know, Elucida. And so, ready to see if early Barons or early Dragons are going to be taken in this game.
Did you know that Elucida can in fact solo Rift Herald with any jungler?
Wow.
That's how skilled he is.
Just so much skill, being able to reach the back and being able to hit the eye. Oh, God, just 10 out of 10.
That sounds like the weirdest bedtimes in the world. What? Okay then, moving on. Anyway, yeah, that jungle definitely.
What? All right, whatever. Let's just move on.
We're done. We're done here. The jungle definitely the featured matchup.
I think they've done their picks bans, so
yeah.
we're going to be heading into champs like soon.
Yes,
sure.
Yep, that's the final pick. I have not been paying attention, so whatever is on your screen is all I know either. Actually, you know what? I should just scroll back and look at the first round of bans.
It has been a while, but man, we'll be seeing them all soon eventually.
Yeah, hopefully the teams ban out the right champs in actual champ select. It'll work.
So I think we're just waiting for verification from the torpedoes, and then we'll be underway in this game in champ select.
As Tilted Torpedoes would have us know, the imposter torpedoes.
Yes, the imposter torpedoes. I'm sorry.
Can we just a petition to change 9IT's name to 9 Imposter Torpedoes.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Nine imposter torpedoes. The only problem is that there's 5 of them. There's not 9 of them.
5 Imposter Torpedoes. Wait, they're not Team 5.
Oh,
okay,
it looks like Champ Select is going to be starting up. Oh, yes, I'm ready to cast this game.
Yes!
We do.
It's been a while since you casted, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been, you know, going home, or going away for, you know, that last weekend stuff. Really made it hard. I haven't been able to catch up really on my PMA LCS, but I'm excited to be back. Casting this game tonight, playing tomorrow. It'll be a fun game.
Ready to stop in the faces of 3PC's bot lane tomorrow.
Yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. I don't ever like to be over cocky about myself,
Okay,
but you know what?
we'll slightly stomp in their faces. There we go.
Right. Yes, but let's focus on this game. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Who needs to focus on the game?
We got Leeson and Galio banned on one side. We got Jin and Tom Kench banned on the other. Good to see that at least the 9 Imposter Torpedoes, they do have the that jungle awareness, and they will ban away the Leeson.
But not gonna ban away Shyvana, and that is the champ when the week 1 when he did play, that is the champ that he did go off on, and of course CS are gonna take away the Nunu from Theatrics. If you know anything about Theatrics, you know you have to ban that champ from it. It's gonna be a Lulu with Lulu top, but the Zac got left up. So Lucida gonna get his hands on that. It's okay, we're gonna see a Lulu top.
Yeah, that will be interesting. I wasn't paying that much attention to the draft. I did notice that Lulu was picked, but I thought that was going to be a supporter mid Lulu. Interesting to see go in the top lane for C-Man, the sub for their team. Must have something up his sleeve with that pick.
Huh.
But a Vigar coming in.
And Theatrics getting his hands on the Elise, of course, that with such a good jungler as him, you kind of want that champion that has that early game pressure, and the Elise is perfect for that. And he is a good Elise. He made some great early moves last week against us.
Mm-hmm.
And
so we'll just need to see if those can come to fruition. Zac also is a fairly relative early game jungler, but he really excels in not super early level, but kind of that mid game. But the Vladimir coming in kind of as an answer and a counter to Vigar. You know, Vigar just throws down that cage. The Vlad just pulls out, no stun, doesn't have to worry about anything.
Never look back.
So we'll be a little tough for Vigar in the mid lane.
yeah, absolutely. Allergic to Milk covering the Bard classic from last split, but the Lucian did go unbanned. They opted to, I believe I think they banned the cannon away from Guy Fieri since he does play a top lane. It's like, oh, he might be able to play mid lane. But Allergic to Milk does get his hands on the Lucian. Great pick right now, and he is very good on that champion. Except when he doesn't buy boots.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure they still won that game.
Yeah, no, he still stomped all over that game and won. So I'm not gonna.
Give it to him for that.
Well, yeah, not something I would do, but you know what? Creds to him for winning without boots. Not even tier 1s.
Well, it's something that always does happen. And so the Ashe Brum, the Freljord bottom lane, and this Blitzcrank.
The Blitzcrank to counter it.
Blitzcrank into an Ashe lane is just ridiculous.
That's gonna be brutal for the Ashe.
Blitzcrank just has to land 1 Q, maybe 2 for the Ashe to blow flash on the first one, and it's a dead Ashe, almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know, Ashe is, you know, one of those very immobile AD carriers, and we're just gonna have to see if O'Donnell can really be grabbing those hooks, or if he can even just pressure, try to force out a flash that makes the hooks that much easier. You know, paired that with a Zac gank, you know, Zac can gank from fairly far away. It's gonna be an interesting time down this bottom lane.
Yeah, and of course, Lucian Blitzcrank is a great lane. The Blitz lands the hook, and the Lucian has just so much burst to follow it up. We were playing that lane earlier today, and went a little bit well. And by a little bit well, we mean I got fed, and yeah. But no, I like this bot lane matchup for Chase Squad.
Yeah. So, I think, and one thing that we kind of glossed over that happened at the very beginning of this draft is that Nine Torpedoes locked in a Renekton top lane, and Renekton into Lulu. I haven't seen a Lulu top in quite some time, so this might have changed, but I would feel that Renekton just destroys the Lulu in the top lane matchup.
I would argue anything destroys a top lane Lulu for the most
Fair
part.
enough.
But, I'm not drafting for this team, so we'll see what they come up with. I just can't get over the fact that Lucida got his hands on Zac. It's like, he's an amazing jungler. Why would you give him that pick?
Well, at some point, you just have to start thinking, maybe his champ pool is just too deep. Maybe we're worried about a couple other people on very select champions, and so we want to get those out of the way. Like I noticed, Galileo, Bandolion, I don't know almost anything about Seaman in the top line. He might be, like Galileo one trick kind of. I don't really know 100%, but Galileo is very common top line pick nowadays. Maybe he's really good at it. I'll get him off of that instead of maybe Lucida on another jungler. You never know.
I'm currently looking at Seaman. He does not appear to be a Galio player, so I think that might have been just targeted at Guy Fieri, maybe thinking he would pull out the mid Galio. Something like that.
And I'm looking at chat. It looks like Super Holy was saying top line Lulu, if done right, can harass and poly and out-train Renekton. And so, if Lulu keeps her distance, I think that will be, she can last very well in the lane, but I believe if Renekton plays it right, well, he could do a lot better than you think. Maybe if he's just continuously shoving it under a tower, I don't know. That was just my impression. I'm a support man. I don't really know anything about the top lane, so you're probably right.
I'm an ADC main. I know nothing about top lane. Like, I know a tiny bit about mid lane, nothing about top lane. Like, if you were to ask me a question about top lane, whatever answer I give you is probably wrong.
And so, with the last couple of seconds left in the spectator delay, Rich, I want to get your prediction. Who is winning this game? 9-inch Torpedoes or Chase Squad?
I want to say Chase Squad. I think the bot lane advantage, I think they'll go off this game, and Elucida will be able to just contribute so much to team fights.
Now, that's something that can happen, and I want to give this to Chase Squad, but I can't 100% say because of this Lulu. And maybe the Lulu does superb. The Lulu actually is the carry of the game, but I don't know. I'm going to give it a Chase Squad right now with a little bit of hesitation. I'll need to see how the Stockadelius Seaman matchup goes, and I think that could be a real turning point in the game, at least for the first 25 minutes of the game, where Renekton is super strong.
Absolutely. So, once I figure out how to change the stream title and we load in, and there we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Greg took care of it. Thank you, based Greg.
Yay, Greg.
Yay, Greg. Yay, Greg. Oh, God.
Key thing to note, looking at summoners off the bat, Blitzcrank has gone with the Ignite, and Braum has gone with the Exhaust. Just adds a whole bunch more kill pressure in the early landing phase for the Lucian Blitz, as does stop some healing that can happen from the Renekton and the Ashe later in the game.
Yeah, not. I mean, also the Renekton has some healing, but it's not quite enough.
Yeah, it's
that
not
you would
a
say.
whole lot.
I mean, the Ignite contributes absolutely, but yeah, definitely more for that kill pressure in lane. Lucian Blitzcrank already has a lot of kill pressure. It's like, let's just add more on top of it. And Guy Fieri in that mid lane also taking the Ignite, trying to maybe burst down that Vigar. And actually, while we're talking about Ignites, 9IT do not have any Ignites. Fling Panda has opted for the teleport, so if Guy Fieri lands a good ult or can spam his Q and like lives long enough in a team fight, none of his healing is going to be reduced until Bearded Bear Lever can build the Executioners or the Mortal Reminder, and that's probably not going to be till later.
Yeah, and that can be very devastating. A fed Vladimir that's coming at you that will not stop healing. It is not a fun time to have. So
Yeah,
you will have to just wait and see. Hopefully, Bearded Bear Lever will pull out the Executioner Calling somewhat early. Even just getting the 800 Executioner Calling item and then building other things will help. So we'll just have to wait and see how his build path progresses.
Absolutely. But we are loaded into game. 9-inch torpedoes versus Chase Squad. Let's go. I am hyped, and immediately, just right off the bat, we have 5-man group up for Chase Squad in this top side. Oh, we have a subscriber. Sido donated $20. 990 aren't even real torpedoes. No, they are not. Oh,
and they got the word. They have the gold lead. They have the 10 gold lead.
But now they know. Now 919 knows. Although Chase Squad are going to keep going. They want to go through this tri-bush. They want to make this invade work. Oh. Here we go. Oh, no, they're just going to back out. Decided to not.
Yeah, they wouldn't have really found anyone, as 9 torpedoes kind of just doing the standard one, make sure no one gets into the jungle. So looks like we will eventually have standard lanes coming out. Looks like Lucida might start that Raptor camp.
He's definitely a big fan of that Raptor start. Like, I know week 1 he started it in game 1 on the Shyvana. I don't remember if he started it game 2 on the Lee Sin, but yeah, the Raptor start standard red buff start for Theatrix. Probably wants to get his buffs and then go level 3 gank.
So we're just starting out standard lanes. Not much happening right now.
Oh, the grab coming out on Nature Dan gets some nice damage down. The Donvale does not take much in return. 1 trade for Chase Squad. Right off the bat.
You don't necessarily always want to be pulling in the Blitzcrank, but if you can get 1 or 2 grabs early on the Ashe, it instills the fear, instills the fact that he's going to hit every hook. Wear that Ashe down.
It's all about the mind games.
Yeah, the mind games are real for Blitz.
Absolutely, and even Bearded Bear Lover has been chunked out a bit, so Chase Squad getting a nice bit of early pressure in this lane. It has come at the cost of some early CS. They are even, there's 3 extra for Bearded Bear Lover. The second grab also landing on the Nature Dan, throws up the Unbreakable this time, and takes a little bit less damage, but they're still whittling away at that. Braum, in the meantime, C-Man early flashes, gonna get cocooned by Theatrix. Easy first blood for the Elise.
Yeah, that was extremely squishy in the early game and didn't have a ward. I'm pretty sure Theatrix went about it through the Baron Pit. I could be wrong.
He went. I think he just went through Dry Bush.
Yeah, so maybe not quite a ward in there to see it coming, but pretty much pretty easy gank from Theatrics with the Elise, just hitting the cocoon.
Yeah, both these junglers are now hanging around this middle lane. Guy Fieri is gonna pull his way out, but is gonna get cocooned. Here comes Elucida though, gonna get the knockup. Theatrics is gonna be able to repel out. Flash forward from Elucida. Guy Fieri's gonna pick up the kill with the Ignite, and now Fling Panda's in trouble. Red buff is ticking. Nope. Elucida will back off of that, but nice counter gank for Elucida.
Yeah, and there's where you see the power of
another grab landing. Dan now has another tool to just get out of there with the stand behind me, but the Donvel is, what, 3 for 3 on these grabs, I think, from what we've seen?
The mind game is the fear in the bot lane is going to start really setting in. But I want to go back to the mid lane. You know, there you saw the power of Ignite. Say Fling Panda had taken a Ignite, Guy Fieri would have been dead as a doornail in that exchange, but he doesn't have Ignite. He has TP. Guy Fieri escapes with about 75 HP.
Something like that was ridiculously low.
And since Guy Fieri did have an Ignite, Theatrics did end up going down, ended up giving around double buffs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, double buffs were given over. So, blue buff not that big on Vladimir, but cooldown reduction, man.
Cooldown reduction, yeah. There's both Elucida and Guy Fieri are on Manaless champions, so I guess blue buffs are going to Lucian or Lulu? I don't know. Whatever. Oh, he missed a hook.
He's still technically hit it on a minion.
He missed a hook, lane's over.
Lane's over, report.
Report to Donvel for missing hook. No, Guy Fieri looking to get some aggression down the Fling Panda. Meanwhile, in bot lane, Theatrics is here for the counter gank. You're gonna see the cocoon come out into a Donvel, is gonna get stunned by the concussive blows, and he flashes away, but the Theatrics still gonna get off the damage. Meanwhile, top lane, teammate also get engaged on Theatrics. They keep going forward. Exhaust gonna go down onto the Zac. Passive is popped. Witching to Milk not gonna be able to do much. He is distracting them enough that some of the blobs are coming in, but oh no, there's the kill. That's a second one for Theatrics.
So they did force out the heal from Bearded Bear Lover, but you know, I gotta think, you know, that wasn't enough respect on the side of Chase Squad. You know, they saw the Braum passive taking up to 4, and none of them flashed. You know, Donville flashed a little too late, but just get that respect. Know that the 4th passive is coming up. Just get the flash out early. Maybe you escape with your life there, but none of them did it. So
yeah, but both times we've seen both teams' junglers show up to a lane, the one counter ganking has been the one to be successful and get the kill, and this time with 2 kills for Theatrics, I'd say that this worked out a little better for him. Now has 3 kills total.
Very true. So I'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hold on. Looks like Elucida is hanging around mid lane. Maybe want to try to get one of those games coming in. I think he might have
gonna go ahead and leap and not gonna land the elastic slingshot. That's what that ability is called. Definitely forgot that at some point last week too.
It's fine. But
Theatrics is now hanging around here though. Gonna find the pink. Guy Fieri should be safe. Yeah, he's still sticking around because Elucida is here. Gonna go aggressive on Theatrics. Gonna get trapped inside the event horizon for now. There's the pool. Oh, Elucida takes a huge chunk of damage, and Fling Panda's just gonna burst him down. Theatrics is gonna go down to Guy Fieri. So 1 for 1, both junglers dead, but that is a shutdown onto Theatrics. That's a nice chunk of gold for Guy Fieri. Yeah, taking him to Flavor Town. I'm sorry, that's the one time I'm saying that this game. I'm now done. Sorry, continue.
Well, no, I was just gonna say it's interesting to note. Guy Fieri did again acquire a blue buff through those deaths. Transfer complete, but
Sido says I'm not allowed to cast anymore. I agree. I'm done. I'm bye guys.
I'll stick it out for you. I don't think it's.
Congrats. congrats, Baba Booey gets the solo cast. I'm muting myself. You're on your own.
Alright, well, alright guys, let's go. Alright, Renekton going in on the Lulu. We'll see how this trade's going in. And I want to talk about this Renekton because Renekton is destroying this Lulu. I mean, every time I look up, it seems like Renekton's getting the better part of the trade. Renekton has 56 to the 42 CS that the Lulu has. You know, the Elucida is up here now. Maybe gonna try and turn it with some help with some jungle
Finding one at weird angles, yep, and here goes. The elastic slingshot landing, and C-Man is super low, has to be careful. Stockdale is gonna get pulled by Stretcher. It's gonna flash not quite far enough, but it's still a scary Renekton. Wild Growth has to be popped, and there we go, finally. Lucida does take down Stockdale. Meanwhile, following Nature Dan getting grabbed yet again. Gets taken down to half health, but Knight took a little bit, but nicely ganked in the top lane for Lucida.
Yeah, and you know, that was such a close gank. You know, C-Man barely comes out with his life. Stockdale did end up burning a flash and not quite getting the kill. I think he thought he was going to be closer to C-Man when he flashed there, so you know, kind of just paused there for a second, but just going to have to see. Hopefully it won't be that bad. I do want to see this Renekton, see if he can do solo kills with no jungle pressure, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so close to just turning that gank around completely. Elucida had no blob passive, but in the middle lane, Theatrix just gonna get blown up in the gank. Yup, he's gonna die in the air. Let's bounce, not needed. Solo kill onto the ganking jungler from Guy Fieri, and there's the turn wanted. He's 3-0 on this Vladimir. He's what we were talking about in Champ Select, like, oh, the Vladimir goes off, he's gonna heal off everything. Well, that's happening now. Lucida coming back in on the Fleeing Panda, gonna land the slingshot, gonna flash out. The rest of the damage is up to Guy Fieri, and that is the 4th kill of the game for this Vladimir. He's going to be scary in team fights.
Yeah, this Vladimir, he's run away with.
How do I missing ping in spectate? Where's the on a bit of invade, but such full health, gonna smite away the blue buff for Steel. Guy Fieri gonna flash over the wall to defend the blobs. Theatrix going in, gonna repel up. Just back down to the blobs. Theatrix is gonna get it and save Elucida. While bot lane, Bearded Bear Lover gets pulled in, gonna flash the Q, but Electric Milk does flash in for himself, pick up the kill. There's plays happening all around the map for Chase Squad, and they're just getting kills out, all of them.
No, props to Chase Squad's bottom lane for doing that purely all on their own, with the Blitzcrank and the Lucian just going in there, being practically just running the Ashe down in her tower.
Nature Dan gonna get grabbed again. Ignite did not go down the first kill, so it is gonna drop down, but Nature Dan barely gonna get out. Donville is gonna escape the tower shot with his life, and that Dan's sitting on how much is that? Yeah, like he got taken down to, I want to say, less than 100 HP. Sorry.
No, it was close. He did have flash, but decided he didn't need it, and rightfully so, he did not. But this Vladimir, 10 stacks on his Dark Seal. He is gonna be ridiculous this game.
So the pink ward staying just outside the bush, gonna get cleared.
Yeah. But again, you know, there's no one on 9-inch torpedoes that has an ignite or a healing debuff, so it's really gonna have to wait for this Ashe to try to get the executioners. Wow, I totally blanked on what that was called for a second.
And this is why you don't play ADC.
They're gonna have to wait for the executioners. I'm gonna ignore you said that for a second and see if they can try to beat down this Vladimir any farther. But 5 kills at almost 13 minutes. It seems a little tall task, but we'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 5-0 Vladimir already finished Protobell, and Lucida boots. Nature Dan getting grabbed yet again, but here comes Lucida for the counter. Nature Dan has nowhere to go. Gonna get Let's Bounce back for good measure. Allergic to Milk picks up another kill. Once again, the counter ganking jungler picks up the kill for his team.
Yeah, and now this Allergic to Milk, 2 kills. He has his Blade King already completed. You know, and he's up by about 20, a little less than 20 CS. It's
I hear Zach, and yep, here comes gonna miss the elastic sling shot. Fling fan is just gonna flash away from it. Not a kill this time, but does force the flash to Donville. Gonna get arrowed under tower, gonna get taken solo by Bearded Bear Lover. They're just gonna have to get out. Theatric is hanging around, but yep, they're safe.
Yeah, and that actually goes back to when Elucida came down and got that game, killed the Braum. The Braum wasn't there in the lane to help Bearded Bear Lover take the kill. You know, if there was a Braum there, it's 100%. A Donvel is dead. Maybe Allergic to Milk is also dead with the follow-up, but because Nature Dan wasn't there, he was still coming back from base. Both of them were able to escape with their lives.
Yeah, CS lead has shrunk a little bit, but Allergic to Milk is sticking around, does have plenty of health and the life steal. Doesn't even care that Nature Dan's here, just Auto's gonna take him down to like 1/3? Yeah, let's just say 1/3 HP. And here comes the calling. He just wants to 1v2 this. Gonna dash in. Nature Dan is so close to dying. One flash hook and he is going to die.
Well, yeah,
Donfel's looking for it. Nope,
yeah,
Nature Dan's just out of there.
He wants to make sure that Nature Dan has to go back right when his Blitzcrank's there, so...
Here comes an Elucida out of the bush. Theatric's gonna just take a bunch of damage. Interesting little knockup, but Seaman's gonna pick up that kill in the end.
And so it looks like, you know, Elucida's doing a good job of getting his other lanes ahead. We will see... You know, Theatrix is trying to do his best. He's showing up for ganks. It just Elucida is just always right there with the counter gank.
Yeah, and they don't even have that. It seems like J-Squad haven't been warding up 990's jungle that much, so it's just kind of like, oh, Theatrix is here, well, we get to kill him. And partially because of that, that's going to be a free Infernal Drake for Chase Squad. Donvel is on the other side of this wall, but the Blitzcrank is quite tanky. Theatrix gets launched into a pit, but is going to take down Donvel, but gets blown up himself. Allergic to Milk is on the killing spree. Teleport coming down for Seaman. Guy Fieri they're going to get stunned up by the Baby Cage, but Nature Dan is going to get taken out for a double kill for Allergic to Milk, and that's going to be a triple in the end. Massive team fight win for Chase Squad.
Yeah, you know, I was kidding, hopeful for 9-inch Torpedo. I thought, you know, the TP was coming in from the stock of damage on that Renekton. I was like, I saw multiple people that were on low HP. I was thinking, okay, all right, he's going to come in, he's going to clean up the fight. But that's just not what happened. You know, everyone immediately starts focusing him, making sure that he does not get a chance to kill even a single member of the team. Oh, it's a heartbreaker when you see games happen like that. Good thing is, though, is that both teams are only at 1 Infernal Dragon apiece.
Only one.
So, only one, and there's an Ocean coming up next, so it's not like, you know, one team is going to exceedingly have the Dragon lean over the other.
We've got pause. Hold on, let me try blowing up chat, see what I can...
It seems like
Panda's
Discord stopped working.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, hopefully we get back in here, but Lucian is now 5-0, and if I can do some math, he's up 1.8k gold over Bearded Bear Lover just on his own. 7k total at 17 minutes for CS. Yeah, that's 7, and with the 990 kind of, they don't really have a scaling composition. Yes, the Vigar will scale quite nicely with the infinite passive stacks, but Elise is the early game jungler that wants to get lane snowballing stocked alias on the Renekton. That is much more of an early lane bully champ, doesn't scale that well, and the Ash Braum, it's not like they don't scale at all, but they don't scale particularly well, and Chase Squad, with how big their lead is right now, they can just keep this going and possibly just steamroll this game.
Yeah, and so You know, the one thing for 9-inch torpedoes is that the Ash is not super far behind. You know, the Ash has a static Civ and a BF Sword to the Blade the Rune King BF Sword tier 2 boots. I don't know. It looks like Allergic to Milk isn't in base, so I don't know if he's going to be purchasing anything more after this pause.
He only has 361 gold, so he's not going to be able to buy much else. But I mean, tier 2 boots on its own compared to no boots at all is still pretty big, and Bork is a more expensive item than Chiv. And I mean, especially as an Ash, you don't really want to be going for your 0 item first or get forced into that. So I'm like, you just look at what items they have on the surface. Bearded Barrel Lover isn't terribly behind, but you dig a bit deeper, and he is not doing that well right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, wasn't trying to say that, you know, he's flying colors. He's going to be the one carry to carry this game.
Bearded Bear Lover is terrible. No, just we love you, Roberto.
But I mean, I like this Ash. Like she can do massive damage in a late game team fight. Now, I mean, you know, is she someone like a Kog'Maw or a Jinx or someone that's just gonna utterly destroy your backline? She's not quite that level, but you know, she does do a decent amount of hyper carry damage. But you know, I just think, you know, if Chase Squad can just, you know, blow through the rest of the team and get right on that Ash, the one person who's gonna be doing damage in the late game, it's gonna be kind of hard, you know, especially with the Zac being able to just literally go over the front line, go right to the back line, right onto that Ash. It'll be a task for Bear Lover that I would not want to have to happen.
Yeah, so. Blitzcrank, Vladimir, Zac, this isn't a team I would want to face, even as an ADC who's ahead, like much less one who's behind. Bearded Bear Lover, yeah, not gonna have a fun time whatsoever.
And, you know, Elucida is doing so much for this team right now. He is 11 kill. He's been a part of 11 of the 13 kills in this game. He's only died twice, and, you know, all right, you can point, you know, the Vladimir and the Lucian haven't died at all, so they're infinitely better than him. But, you know, he's always died for a cause. He's always died for a kill. Elucida is the man who's making sure that his lanes are getting ahead, always there for that counter gank that we've been talking about. So major props to him for being able to put his team in such a lead, advantageous lead.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a jungler that has high kill participation, you can tell they're the one making plays, and Zac does have great ganking pressure, but you do kind of think of Elise as that early game pressure champion with the insane level 3 gank. She did get one off top lane and she kind of tried to get that going, but just after that, nothing really worked out, and Elucida just has been all over the map, using the elastic slingshot, finding some nice angles on that. So yeah, he's just getting a lot of work done. Let's see, do we have an update? Yep,
I believe
they're.
Chase Squad said that they're ready, but we're still waiting to hear from. Oh, and here we go.
Here we go. We're getting back in.
Woo! All right.
And we back, boys.
Yeah, and so let's see if Chase Squad can extend this lead. You know, they are at a just over 6,000 gold lead. So let's see if they can keep snowballing this. They've only knocked down 2 turrets, though, so there is still a lot of gold for both teams out there. Yeah, and so, you know, maybe Rift Herald might be a play, able to help push down turrets 1,000 times easier with that buff.
Okay, so question: if you are 9-inch torpedoes, how do you think what do you want to do to get back in this game?
All right. Well, one thing is that, I need my carries to start getting fed. I need Fire to start. I need Fire to, keep stacking his Q. Elucida having a little fun in the lane.
The dance spam. Meanwhile, off the side, Guy Fieri is doing cheers. Oh, Super Hoagie is spamming cheers. Oh boy.
But that was something that that made Guy Fieri use his proto belt. Start finding picks.
I mean,
that's
a
not
short
gonna find picks that way.
I mean, against the Blitzcrank, like I can't. What is commentary? Elucida though, gonna jump in, not gonna quite land the knockup on Dan, but is not gonna get cocooned and just uses the blast cone, gets out of there. Just easy pick for J Squad.
So I was talking just like 10 seconds ago about how if you're 9-inch torpedoes, you want to be getting picks. Well, J Squad is now traveling as a unit, so it's a lot harder to get picks on them. So we'll see if they can get picks. Again, they're going for that Rift Herald, going to be able to try to push towers down faster.
No solo Rift Herald with any jungler for Elucida this time. Could be a full 5-man Herald. Guy Fieri gonna propel a lot of theatrics. Oh, the hook going just to the right. Something Elucida
wants to go in.
Elucida bloodthirsty going in, but doesn't quite have the team to back them up. They're just gonna back off and they're pinging the top lane. Gonna go for this tower.
Yeah, I mean, dropping the Rift Herald in the top lane, that would be a decent move. Top tower hasn't taken too much damage, and is the last remaining hour turret, so...
Elucida going back in nice two-man knock-up onto Braum and Ash. Gonna let's bounce the Braum back into a Don Bell. Seaman not in a great spot to go wild growth himself to stay alive. Nature Dan is in the middle of nowhere, gonna go down. Bear Lover is gonna also go down. The Guy Fieri and Stocky Alice is just all on his own. He's gonna go down eventually. Seaman is taking the tower.
He actually might be okay with the minions coming up.
Yeah, he put up minions. Theatrics is here. Doesn't quite get the cocoon onto Seaman, but doesn't really have much to go. Stocky Alice does pick up Seaman on backside. That's good kill back, but Elucida gonna clean up theatrics.
So, I want to talk about this. So,
no, you're not allowed.
J Squad has been, for the last 3 minutes, been showing, pretty much since the pause, been showing that they want to do something on the top side of the map. They want to make play, they want to get this tower, they want to do the fighting here. And 9-inch torpedoes, they've been splitting the map. They've had 3 people top, and they had their Viga, they had their mid laner, and they had their jungler down in the red side of the jungle, clearing out waves, clearing out minion camps in the jungle. Meanwhile, all 5 of Chase Squad was pushing the top side. So it wasn't like, even if Chase Squad wasn't this far ahead, they still should have won the 3v5 that they were facing, and it turns out they did. And by the time that the Vigar and the Elise had moved up, they'd already killed off a couple of their members, and so it was easy to take off a couple of other kills. Sure, Seaman dies, on the back end of it, but it's still a huge net positive for Chase Squad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So just a little bit more cohesion, bring the unit together. If, when you're behind, like, you can split, but you need to have the person splitting that has teleport, that can join the fight. Well, it was stuck at Delius that was there under tower, trying not to die to the 5v3.
Oh, the arrow gonna go wide from your Bear Lover. Guy Fieri gonna get stunned by a Cocoon. Theatrics does have quite a bit of damage, has the Proto Belt. Guy Fieri just gonna flash over the wall, he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, and they did get Guy Fieri low. He didn't, he did wait very patiently on his flash, but you can see that, if you give Ash time and you allow her to scale, she will be doing plenty of damage. She's not nearly at that level. She needs a little bit more time. So hopefully they can get that.
I will point out, I know I pointed it out earlier, but I didn't notice. Allergic to Milk has bought boots.
Good,
on Illusion. Good. Good for him. He learned to buy a vital item. J Squad now gonna be going for this Ocean Drake. No Yeah, no contest from 9 torpedoes. They just give it up. Second dragon going down for the chase squad. They're rotating mid now. They want to use this blitzcrank the same way they have the past, well, entire game. Just get grabs, find picks. They're gonna drop this Rift Herald now, find a pick, and get a really good push going with that.
Yeah, Rift Herald did expire. That's why they awkwardly placed it in the sign. But they will take this turret damage that they can get. It gets the turret to about half health before Rift Herald does end up going down. But yeah, no, they can just pressure this mid lane. Now, I'm trying to think. Oh, it is all 5 members. Somewhere around Ash, kind of in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the Lulu is splitting top.
Meanwhile, Nitrodan getting grabbed again. Gonna get bounced out, and yup, right into Allergic Milk. Melusa is going on a rampage. Coming out from Melusa, not Melusa, sorry, Allergic Milk. Forcing Stock Neolis off the tower, and yup, there's another one. That's the 4th tower game for J Squad, and yup, C-Man has just been pushing top lane this entire time, and they're gonna get this top lane tower too. Lusta going in, yeah, against Stock. Nice flash from Stock Neolis, get away. Lusta's gonna get so much damage thrown in his face, but not go down. Wild Growth saves him. Passive even gonna go off. Catrix is gonna go down, but Allergic to Milk does go down. Guy Fieri is here to clean up. They'll double kill for him. Major Dan, the winner bite is gonna go wide, but Lusta has come up from blobs on the backside, so that's not quite gonna be towered. They don't quite have the minion wave, and with the 80 carried down, not quite that damage on the tower you want.
That was slightly sloppy of a tower dive. Aggro ends up switching from the tanks right to the 80 carry Allergic to Milk, who ends up getting stunned by the Vigra cage right under tower, so he goes down easy. Then therefore Chase Squad kind of has to put the brakes on a little bit, see, just wait for the damage to come back up. But I do believe it was a trade that was in favor of Chase Squad in the end. Just couldn't get everything that they wanted and hoped out of it.
Yep, that was 1 for 3 for them, I believe. Yeah, it was 1 for 3, and Lusta just getting these fights started, making them happen is so tanky. He gets everything thrown at him, but Wild Growth and the blob passive just survives through all of it. Chase Squad just doing an excellent job rotating around the map, finding these fights, and just getting objectives off of them. And that 7k gold lead 8 minutes ago has ballooned into a 10k gold lead now, and it's 26 minutes in.
And I do want to make a point that this 10k gold lane is not done 100% by, out farming your opposing laner. All of the farm is relatively close. There's some where it's a little bit more than
oh look, Alusa's making more engages happen. What a surprise. Nature Dan is gonna go down to the calling of Allergic Milk, and Beard Bear Lover looks like he is gonna be up next. Gonna flash away, let's bounce, not gonna connect. The arrow is gonna land on him, but he just gets obliterated by Allergic Milk. Double kill for the Lucian. Guy Fieri is just casually 1v2ing, and yup, triple kill for Allergic to Milk. Too easy for Chase Squad.
Yeah, that Lucian damage was real right then. So, the 9-0 Vladimir, the 9-1 Lucian, are gonna be doing a lot of damage to you. It's a little ridiculous how much damage that these two are doing to the other team. And it looks like a Baron is gonna be started for Chase Squad.
Yeah. C-Man and the Donvo are on it right now. The rest of the team is coming up. Theatrix still dead for another 3 seconds, so not going to have a jungler to contest this yet. 919 just have to give this up.
They were doing this very, very low, but I guess that was before Luke Milk got there, because the second he got there, it sped up like crazy, and now it's down.
Looks not even going to smite it. He knows he doesn't need to, and Dragon coming up in minute 20. Might as well save that. That is another Infernal. There we go.
And if there was not already a make or break moment for this game, this next Dragon, I'm assuming, like, if you're Managed Torpedoes, you gotta do something. You gotta stop the bleeding some way or somehow, because if you let them get a double Infernal, they're just gonna roll to your Nexus. And so, look, maybe they'll fight around this dragon. Otherwise, imagine exceedingly a lot of pressure on them.
Exceedingly large amount of pressure.
Yes, you know what I mean.
Would maybe Guy Fieri would say a needlessly large amount of pressure. Okay, bye.
Yeah. You can do it.
Oh god. Oh my god, my bombs are worse than 3. Coin comes out nice 2 minutes to let bounce, and here's the cleanup. Yep, that's 2 easy kills, 1 for Seaman, 1 for Allergic to Milk.
I mean, Seaman and Allergic to Milk, they were pretty much able to fight that off as 2v3, and I didn't get any easier for 9-inch torpedoes once Elucida and the Donmo came in.
Oh, and there's the hook on the Theatrics. He is just dead to rights. Elucida is unstoppable. 5-2. 5-18. Has lost a bit of his kill participation percentage, but still 23 out of 28 is still great. Fury getting engaged on in a 1v2 in the spot lane is gonna get shut down by Stock Alias, but the rest of Chase Squad using this Baron and using these Baron powered minions rather to just get this push going in mid lane. Do have the tower. Nature Dan isn't gonna get knocked up by the Tower Fists. Glacial Fisher gonna split the uprights, but lands on the Seaman in the back of it. Donfell is taking a bunch of damage, flashes out, and here comes the engage back from Elucida. Does dodge the winner's bite, and he is tanky. Randuin's comes down, he's just able to run out of there. They just get the inhib, get out, and they're gonna get this Infernal Dragon now with the jungler of 990. Well, he's... Nope, he's alive again, but can't really contest this. This is Baron. Not Baron, this is Dragon. Yep, there we go.
Chase Squad is so lucky that all of them were able to get out of that base after taking down that inhibitor. I thought for certain that Blitzcrank was going to be dead, but flashes out at the last second. And then Elucida going back in enough to scare them off to not chase a Donvel. It was... That's a tough break when you have a Blitzcrank in the middle of a Vigar stun cage, and he still somehow survives when he has like 30% HP.
Yeah, they're just too far ahead, and just not enough damage from anyone really on 9IT. That's... Blitzcrank isn't the tankiest person in the world, but when you don't have damage, you can't even kill him. It's looks like just a matter of time before Chase Squad gets ace to end this game and push in for that Nexus.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna want to split the map. They're gonna want to do what they're doing right now. Got Jerry in the top lane, trying to do that split while the rest of the team is down in the bottom, as that tower is not incredibly low, but it has taken some damage. But it might be a little bit. They might need to group as 5 if they really want to crack pressure in this base. Because midlane inhibitor, yes, it's down, but that's almost the... If you had to have an inhibitor down for this instance, the midlane inhibitor is the one you'd want. Because you can easily go from mid to bottom or mid to top.
Fury just getting under tower is going to have pressure on that top turret. Yep, there we go. Goes down. He's now in a 1v1 Stock Alias. He's gonna go down along with the ult. Going to get stunned up. Is gonna have the empowered Q, and here comes all the damage. Gonna pull out. Stock Alias forced to flash. Arrow does not connect. Now Chase Squad have this pressure once again. Fleeing Panda is threatening Elucida just a little bit, but Allergic to Milk is pushing this wave back in, and they should be able to just crack the space even more. Guy Fieri continuing to push that top wave.
Yeah, I do not think Stockadelius can fight Guy Fieri at all anymore. I mean, Stockadelius has both a Spirit Visage and Merc Treads, and Guy Fieri was still pretty much able to solo kill him. So it is good to see. Theatrics does look like he is going up, going to help. Maybe they
Yeah,
can call him the 2v1.
but that means it's 4v3 down here for Chase Squad. They is going to go down. Nature and is going to get taken. Oh, yep, there we go. Now Unstoppable obliterates Bling Panda for the double kill. Colin gonna come out. Gonna, there we go. Does take down Bearded Beer Lover. Triple kill for Allergic to Milk. 3 dead. I fear he didn't even go down the top lane, so this looks like it's gonna be game for Chase Squad. It's 2v5 for an IT. Cocoon lands onto Allergic to Milk, but nice interrupt by a Donvel. Allergic to Milk goes legendary.
Yeah,
there goes Nexus. There goes Nexus turret number 1. Nexus turret number 2 is short to fall. And yup, there we go. Chase Squad gonna take down this Nexus. Gonna take down game 1 over 9-inch torpedoes. GG.
And the 50 gold for Allergic to Milk hitting that Nexus.
14-1.
14-1 and 4. Just popped off on that Lucian pick. And I also can't emphasize enough. Elucida 5-2 and 21.
My God.
The man was a beast on that sack. I would be very surprised if he gets that sack for this next game too.
I mean, same. I mean, okay, wow. Look, actually though, I'm just looking at this damage chart. Bearded Bear Lover got out a lot of damage. His damage was on par with Guy Fieri. Of course, Allergic to Milk tops the damage charts, but you know what? Need to bring this up anyway. MVPs. I believe. Yep, Greg has posted the MVP poll in the chat, but I just, for me, it's not even a question. I want to give this MVP to Elucida. Just so much early pressure. Just got off, got all the nice. What am I even saying? All the right engages he needed to for his team to find all the picks. So, I also the kill participation guy speaks for itself. I'm giving this to Elucida.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely goes to Elucida. If there was a second MVP, though,
Allergic to Milk. Allergic to Milk.
Actually, I would give it to Guy Fieri. Actually, I feel like he absorbed a lot of pressure in the mid. He really got the game started rolling at the very beginning of the game. That 10 stack Dark Seal. He proved that he was able to take a lot of damage, still work with that. He was drawing 2 people up at the end to the top lane in that end game fight. So I do think Allergic Milk did play extremely well, but I would say Guy Fieri would have been my second choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Go put your votes in. Greg did post the MVP poll, as we said, but we will be right back for game 2 of Chase Squad versus 9-inch Torpedoes in just a few I'm not going to even say a few moments, probably like 10 minutes or so, but we will be right back, so don't go anywhere.
And you feel it, yeah, you feel it, shake it off right. Just a little tonight, just a little tonight. And you breathe it out, breathe it all right. I keep singing the name, yeah, I'm singing the name. And you feel it, yeah, you feel it, shake it off right. And you need it, yeah, you need it, shake it off right. And you scream it, yeah, you scream it, shake it off right. And you breathe it all, breathe it all right. And you feel it, yeah, you feel it, shake it off right. I can't shake this feeling away. After all this time, I still break down. You're a piece that falls to a memory now. I know I can't keep you from running away. Gave it all, but I called just a little too late. Sunlight is not enough. We could burn like a flame through the atmosphere. Yeah. Starlight, it's calling us. Leave the ghosts of our past in the stratosphere. Oh yeah, yeah, it's calling us.
Yeah.
When I see you in the morning, will you still want to be true? I can dream, I can dream that we'll see a brighter day. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way. And I'm alive, more alive than I've ever been your way.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Game 2 of Chase Squad versus 9-inch Torpedoes. I am still Jirachi. I don't know why'd I have changed from that. Anyway, yeah, I'm still Jirachi. This is still Baba Booey, and we're back in Champ Select.
Right. I'm excited. I'm ready to see game 2. Let's go.
Yeah, Chase Squad taking game 1 pretty handily, I'm gonna say.
We do.
I believe you could say that, yes.
Still a little bit. And the MVP votes, not even close, goes to Elucida, 9 votes. Next, only other person with votes was Allergic to Milk with 2. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that was a pretty clear MVP choice.
Yeah, no, he definitely, when you have, support level assists as the jungler, that's fairly telling. So props to him. Can't wait to talk to him, have a couple of questions and words with him following the end of the series.
Absolutely livid.
Absolutely.
Should be a good way to end the night.
Interestingly enough, 9-inch Torpedoes did not choose to ban the Zac after Elucida's just, I'm going to just say, monstrous performance on that last game. They have kept more or less the same bans, did blame the Vladimir this time. They think that's the problem, but have chosen the Swain to go against the Lulu and the Olaf in the jungle for theatrics. And oh yeah, Elucida got his
jungle.
Elucida guy's Echo. Oh my god.
This is gonna be an
wait.
Is that a Shyvana in the mid lane?
Oh wait, I think they're trolling. Yeah, they have to be trolling because
I don't think Shyvana does good in the mid lane.
No, yeah, Guy Fury has the TP. I'm pretty sure that's just a mid lane Echo and they're trolling. But either way, his Shyvana, Chase Squad went 1-1 last week, but the one game they won was when Elucida got the Shyvana and put on his carry pants, so he is absolutely capable of doing good things with this champion.
Yeah, and a little bit going back to form, they're putting C-Man, they're sticking him on his comfort pick, they're keeping him back on the Lulu.
You too will be
good to see that. The Ziggs coming out from Fling Panda. Ash going back over to Bearded Barrel Lover. He did do plenty of damage last game, but Allergic to Milk going back to the Lucian. That is a little disgusting.
And they got the Braum. That's even Lucian Braum is even more disgusting of a lane than the Lucian Blitzcrank. Oh god.
The good old Urgot hovers.
Oh man. Oh my god. Wait.
So Zac support?
They took the Zac for this. Okay. I mean, okay. Alrighty then.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they didn't want to use one of their bans. They wanted to take the Zac away, though, still. Maybe Theatrics didn't feel like playing it, and so they gave it down to Nature Dan.
I mean, Dan, I know, plays some decently unconventional supports. When I was researching for our match last week, I saw he play Sejuani support, so Zac support can work, so, like...
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say, Zac support's bad. It does have really good engage, has the knock-up, the ult can take people back, so plenty of CC, which is really what you're... one of the key factors you want when looking into support. So definitely think it could be viable, just not something very meta. Something that I think this is the first time I personally am going to see Zac support. So I'm excited.
I got destroyed by it
game to happen.
Right after the rework. I got destroyed by Zac support in a couple games. Like, it can work.
Sayada, why do our casters hate off-meta support so much? I'm not hating on off-meta support.
I'm not hating on them. I mean, I hate on them in, like, normals, but, like...
I was just more confused as to how this was going to work, but I thought about it for a couple of seconds. I see the game plan. I see how they can execute. I think it's going to be a lot harder than, someone like a Braum or a Thresh or a Blitzcrank, but definitely still executable. They can do it. Even Sejuani, like that's a very viable support. In fact, I even played a game of Galio support earlier today.
Well,
but Galio's banned, so it's whatever.
Galio's banned. Gert has the Galio support special is more like the Gert special, so that's not out of the ordinary. Oh man, I can't get over Delusion Braum. I just can't.
It's going to be interesting. And so, last game was a huge talk about, the junglers and stuff. And so I'm curious now, two very different junglers than the last game. Both still fairly early game junglers, Shyvana, Olaf. Interesting to see how they're going to impact their lanes early. I think Olaf does have a lead in the earlier game, with the axe throw and the undertow, being able to slow champions and get to them a little bit faster. Well, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, and, Shyvana being that kind of more like just power farm early and then destroy team fights, and that is kind of how Lucida plays it. Maybe even get some solo Rift Heralds going.
Yeah, solo Rift Herald on any jungler. I want you to do it this game.
Oh my god.
Do it for me.
Also, a real quick note, when I was looking up Seaman, I did notice he was a support main, unless I'm sorely mistaken, but it kind of makes sense that he's going to take the Lulu. You actually have to, CS and, consciously lane against one person, not something a support normally does. But he's clearly pretty experienced on the Lulu and can definitely provide that support to the rest of his team in fights. But
so
take him down.
Just about.
We had the same thought. We had the same thought, didn't we?
Who do you think is going to win this game? I think have a spectator delay.
I'm gonna give it to Chase Squad again. I know their comp is just brutal.
Yeah. One thing to kind of note is that, at least in my perception of it, no team really, aside from their supports, no one really has a designated tank as someone to just soak up damage. They're all just wanting to burst each other as fast as they can.
It's gonna be some explosive fights.
It's gonna lead to very explosive team fights. I do think that Chase Squad can pull it out. I do think they will get the 2-0, but again, it's so much heavily dependent on Elucida and Theatrics and how well they can impact the other lanes. Elucida did really well in the last game. Let's see what Theatrics can do this time around on the Olaf.
Alright, we're back in the game. Game 2 of Chase Squad versus 9-inch Torpedoes. As soon as I change over, there we go. Realized I probably should have changed the stream. Also, should just real quick modify the overlay so we don't have the teams on the wrong sides. And there we go. Okay, we're all set. Woo! Okay. We're back. Back, boys.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, no early game shenanigans this time. Just not both junglers, both teams just starting in normal spots. No crazy invades.
Interesting to see the normal jungle start, pre-game start. After I believe it was Chase Squad did a little bit of roaming as 5 in the last game. So, and I'm interested to see Bearded Bear Lover on this Ashe again. He didn't have the world's worst game last time, but definitely did not reflect the amount of damage that he did. He did do a lot of damage, and so
tons of damage.
Yeah. So I'm ready to see
I'm
how
slowly-
he is again on this
I'm
Ash.
slowly devolving into Freak, and yes, I intentionally used the word devolving.
You know, if I ever just ignore Rich, there's a good reason for it, you know?
He doesn't even listen to me in
Friends
game.
don't let other friends
We
become
got a
Freak.
little bit of a cheese bush going on. Yep, concussive blows stacking onto both members, and there's the heal already coming out of Bear to Bear Lover. Nice little level 1 cheese bush. A Donbell taking a little bit of damage in return, but yep, there's the piercing light landing onto. Ooh, exhaust also coming out.
A little overzealous with that exhaust. Not quite level 2. Didn't have the E to be able to go further in, I feel at least. And, you know, a slight little critique I want to do. Oh, never mind.
Allergic melt
Lucio.
dashing in,
Oh,
gonna just slap a Donbell and a Allergic Milk together, but is gonna get stunned by the concussive blows. Allergic Milk not quite in range to pop that blob passive. Still more 1 trades for this Chase Squad bot lane. Second game in a row that they've been able to really get good damage down early to this 9IT bot lane.
Yeah, you know, that's really the power of the Lucian Braum, you know, with the 4-stack concussive blows and the Lucian with the double auto attacks. It makes it super easy to proc the stun. You get extra damage off the stun, you get extra damage from them just being stunned there. You can get in maybe 1, maybe 2 more auto attacks. Just leads to a lot of damage going down the bottom lane. You know, good to see Allergic to Milk and Donbell knowing where they spike and using it to their advantage.
Yeah, some nice play from the spot lane of Chase Squad. Meanwhile, on the rest of the map, not too much is happening. Theatrix kind of looking for an invade, but Alusta's top / blue side jungle is pretty close. Guy Fury taking a lot of damage from the Ziggs. Allergic to Milk, still landing more piercing lights, looking to go even more aggressive. Guy Fury has dropped low in health, but he is so far keeping up in CS 17 to 18 so far. So, well, he does have the teleport, so he can back soon, get the health refresh. Yeah, he's going to back now. He'll heal up and then teleport back to lane, and he'll be just fine.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I know is very common among Echoes is to, you know, go in, you know, maybe drop a little bit in health, but, you know, if that's fine, you can just back, you can teleport back to lane. So, I'm not really super worried about him yet there. He is down a little bit of CS, but he'll hopefully clean that up. And it is important to note that with all of this pressure that Allergic to Milk and Donbell are putting in the bottom lane, they are at a CS disadvantage to Bear, Lever, and Nature Dam. So maybe they're focusing a little bit too much on the poke, and they need to, you know, focus more on, you know, denial of CS rather than just poking at random opportunities.
Yeah, they do need to look for an all-in soon, but speaking of all-ins in this middle lane, we got the gank coming in from Elusa. The Flame Panda gonna flash away, but it's just taking too much damage. The Smite gonna come down, not quite gonna take down Flame Panda with the burn. Nice flash, and gets away with his life.
It was close. He did go down to about 100 HP, so really close. And I'm not sure if I saw it correctly, but I think Fury might have his E auto attack. I think it might have gone on to a minion. Maybe.
Wanna rewind and go check that real quick?
Yeah, I'll check that.
Thank you. Love you.
It did. It did.
Oh,
it
okay.
went right onto a minion.
Oh, that's
so,
unfortunate.
You know,
God, then the spot lane, Allergic to Milk going aggressive once again. Exhaust comes down, Beard Barrel over. He does not quite have the concussive blows stacked onto him, and now CS's bot lane is in a little bit of trouble. The Ashe slows just whittling away at them, and they're going to be on the losing end of that trade.
So CS having these advantages, you know, potentially could have had first blood, had a good trade in the bottom lane to start off, but as this game goes on, not necessarily victories for Irish Torpedoes, but something that they're at least walking away living with, and so they can take those small victories. They will end up adding up.
Yeah, just staying in this game, and while the Solution Braum lane is such a good lane with the synergy, Ashe is, like, as Illusion, Ashe is one of those AD carries I just do not like playing against. You dash in, you get all your burst off, but she just slows you for days, and as you try to get out, you just can't. You take too much damage in return, so Bearded Barrel over doing a nice little job of getting some of that return damage back.
It's important to note, CS is very close in this game amongst every lane, amongst every position. Like, the most right now is the difference of mid lane at 3.
Well, now it's 1.
Yeah, and so it's very close.
Oh, we have an 8 CS lead for Elucida, but he also was clearing Krugs.
Well, you know, Theatrics, get up the Krugs. Get back that CS.
Go. This is like, the gold is dead even, CS is dead even. We're just waiting for a fight to break out. Oh, 6 CS lead for Bearded Barrel over. It's official. It's GG. They have a 200 gold lead.
It's all over. But, you know, I think,
we can exit the stream now.
Yeah. I do think, you know, as long as, if this game stays even for various amounts of time, I do think this will end up benefiting 9-inch torpedoes. Give Ashe enough time where she can get a couple of items, start to carry them, so Zach can tank up, so Olaf can get big, you know, and Ziggs can get items. I think this very much is going in favor of 9-inch torpedoes. We're just gonna have to wait and see if they can execute the snowball properly.
Speaking of Olaf, he did start up the dragon, so Elucida is hanging around this bush, wants to go and is gonna dive in. Nature Dan gonna take a lot of damage, gonna get stuck up by concussive blows. Blob's passive is gonna go down. Dragon on the backside gets taken by Elucida, nicely done by him. Blob's getting kind of ignored. Yep, Nature Dan is gonna come back up, but Elucida and the Donfell onto Fling Panda, they're gonna stun up. First blood for Elucida, along with the dragon. Nature Dan does not quite go down Guy Theory, not quite in range with the Time Winder, but nice, just nice round of plays overall by Elucida and for Chase Squad.
And just as I said that the evenness is going to be benefiting 9-inch torpedoes, they go for a dragon fight and they lose first blood, they lose the dragon. Thankfully it was only an ocean, so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the worst. It wasn't like it was a mountain or an infernal, but still ended up losing on that fight. Just really well played by Chase Squad there.
Yeah, God forbid Elucida get his hands on an infernal and just, oh god.
And also, Elucida did get the kill on that first blood, so that extra gold is going into the Shyvana, which can carry a fight. Can carry the team.
Does have a 700 gold lead currently over Theatrics just on his own. Not massive, but is something if he can snowball off of that, then definitely can put J Squad on his back. The entire gold lead right now is onto Elucida, but teleport is coming down from, that is going to be the Echo. Exhaust going to go down onto him, also going to get knocked up by the Elastic Slingshot. Good dodge to let it bounce. Dan puts himself back in the fight. Bearded Barrel Lover gonna not quite go down. God Theory does not hit the timeline. Bearded Barrel Lover barely gets out alive. And meanwhile, on the top lane, Theatrix gonna get the Chilling Smite and the Undertow on the Seaman, but Elucida is here from the counter gank because, of course, they're just gonna blow up Theatrix. He's gonna go down. The Red buff, not quite gonna take him down. There we go. Stockdale is gonna get the return kill, but he has a Shyvana just whacking away at him. There we go. Double kill for Elucida. 3-0 on the Shyvana.
Yeah. Oh, and the Simsalt just gonna go clear the wave. And, you know,
it's, wait. Mega Inferno Bomb. Oh, so when I know an ability name, so I'm being pretentious. Just go ahead.
I mean, I think we all know it's a Mega Inferno Bomb. I mean, that's just a description of it, but you know,
maybe say the ability name rather than just Ziggs ult. Meanwhile, Lucian ult. I mean, Colleen coming out.
Yeah, about to say,
Okay, we're firing me from casting.
I think we're reporting Rich.
Port Jirachi.
Never let them cast.
Oh, God.
But no, so Oh,
Oh, Guy Fury
collapsed.
have the undertow land on him good. Dash over the wall for some safety theatrics. On an Olaf, does not have a flash, not gonna follow him over the wall. Just nice and easy escape for Guy Fury, but in the meantime, Ursula just diving it onto theatrics. That is just so much damage from the Shyvana. Does have the oh god, what's that item called? Blood Razor completed. That's what James called. We did have thanks Hoagie.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm with you. But
Hoagie's full assault apparently. It's okay. Well, Seaman taking a lot of damage from the Swain in the top lane as we pan away because of course, well, Seaman's gonna get away. Nature Dan. No, final stack not gonna tick.
I will say,
Torpedo's
bot lane has played this bot lane incredibly well, considering that it is a Lucian Braum. They are, they haven't given away any kills, and they're fairly close in CS against a lane that I would think that should be crushing them, but they have pulled it away.
Ghosting in, but Elusa is here for backup. Guy Fury gonna chrono shift back and gonna get the stun, the theatrics, and that arrow not gonna hit. Guy Fury does clean up that kill. Elusa gonna be unstoppable, getting the zigs, but this is a 4v2. The bot lane of 9IT are caught out, and yep, double kill for Elusa. The Donville gonna pick up one for his own, and that's easy 4 kills over the Chase Squad.
Yeah, Chase Squad collapsing right down onto minus torpedoes. They thought they had the way out, and then Guy Fury goes back in with the engage with the Time Wander, and just wrecks their team with all of the AoE damage. Elusa with that Blood Razor is attacking incredibly fast compared to Theatrics.
He's sitting on 3.8k gold in his pocket, because why not? He's been sitting on that Blood Razor for forever, but still getting so much more done. Pink Void battle ends with both Pink Voids going down. Allergic to Smoke gonna flash the Elastic Sling shot from Dan, but gonna get pulled back in by the Stretching Strikes. Yep, this is a bit of a 2v2 right now, actually. Donville is coming down to protect Allergic Smoke. Let's bounce, gonna only land onto Braum. The Epics gonna get stunned up by the concussive blows. Nature Dan doesn't land the second knockup, but here comes Guy Fury for the backup. Allergic Smoke is not gonna go down. Oh, the parallel convergence stun saves him. Allergic to Milk picking up Theatrics, and Nature Dan is getting dove upon.
Oh, watch out for the six.
Echo, but Stockdalius getting plenty of damage down onto Seaman in this top lane is not going to get the kill. Nature Dan not quite getting out. Oh, Mega Inferno Bomb, nice damage on Guy Fury, but Nature Dan doesn't have much to do with Donville. Does get arrowed up by Bear with nice chrono break back in. Chrono shift, but now here's Elusa, just casually double kills, gonna blow up third. Yep, triple kill for Elusa. He's massive right now on the Shyvana, 9-0. Oh my god.
So last game Elusa was all about team play and about getting his team ahead. This game he said, screw that, I want all the glory. 9:02 at 15 minutes.
Blood Razor Triforce at 15 minutes.
He is just going off this game, going off this series. He is not going to be denied. He is playing out of this world right now.
He is pissed his team lost without him last week, and he is back with a vengeance.
Yeah, and with the rest of his team, they're coordinating so well. They're always making sure they always collapse at the right place.
Here on the Nature Dan, yep, no blood passive. Elusa is legendary, but yeah, why not? In the bot lane, Theatrics gonna just get kited out by Allergic to Milk. It's just too easy. Stockdalius forced to flash away from the culling.
Oh, he just got deleted.
Just bye. Just bye. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah, just saw Elusa dive and I was like, yeah, there's no need to commentate on this. Stockdalius in a 3v1 under tower. Gonna clear away the minion wave though. Out of mana, he's gonna have to back. Probably give up this tower. He will be safe.
They're pushing an inhib tower at 16 minutes.
Because,
Like,
why
they're
not?
so far ahead.
Yeah, Turret's going down. Melusa, why Dan can't fight this? It's a 3v2. Yep, Gavier just gonna pop Nature Dan, and the Atrix is up next. They're gonna get him. They are gonna get the 2 kills back though. Double kill for what's his face, Fleeing Panda, but
Alright, so maybe the inhibitor turret was a little too far at almost 17 minutes.
They still got a 2 for 2. Like
it's still a worth trade.
It was a 2v3, and they got 2v2, 2 for 2. It was like, wow, they're just this is 11-1. Like, I don't know what else to say.
And now they're pushing Rift Herald, and they don't even need their jungler with them because they're so far ahead in all the other lanes. I mean,
it's a 10k gold lead at 17 minutes.
Yeah, this is the goal that we were seeing, 28 minutes into the last game, and now they have it at, 10 minutes less than that. I mean, it's just ridiculous how far Chase Squad is ahead in this game. I mean, Allergic to Milk 202, Gavier 319. I mean, even C-Man is at least even at 0-1 and 3. Like, he's not doing horrible on his own. He held his own against Soy, which is what I think pretty much all he needed to do in that lane. And so Elusa just manning up at 11-1 and 4, just taking this team, taking them to destroy the Nexus personally himself.
Yeah.
What a game.
He does have the second most farm in the game, is 3 behind Stock Alias, who does have the most, and is also tied with Allergic to Milk at 126. Nope, there we go. Allergic to Milk gonna overtake him. Fleeing Panda is ghosting in onto Allergic to Milk, is a 1v2, but just returning so much damage onto Panda, and there's Cleon's Theatrics. TP gonna come in, and yep, of course, here's Elusa around the side. Allergic to Milk not even gonna go down. Stock Alias is up next. Yo, there we go. Oh, not quite. No, there we go. C-Man gonna pick it up with the glare lens, and Gavier is diving in on the Nature Dan. What's bounce gonna come? Gavier gonna chrono shift back to safety, and yup, just easy 4 kills. Bearded Bear Lover just pushing bot, gets the tower, but J Squad have the Rift Herald in the middle, and then they're just gonna get so much out of this.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, this is a perfect time to get Baron, but it's 19 minutes. Baron isn't even on the map yet.
Exactly.
They're going to take this Rift Herald and do some serious damage. There's the inhib going down.
2 inhibs at 19 minutes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, the rest of 9-inch torpedoes was dead, and Bearded Bear Lover was just like farming down the bottom line, pushing down the tower, being like, guys, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing in 19 minutes. He wasn't sure how to react. He wasn't sure if, do I keep pushing? Do I go back to base? And it is incredibly hard. You don't usually see this kind of a lead at 19 minutes. It's now a 12,000 gold lead. Just ridiculous how far ahead that Chase
13,000 for a bit. Like, yeah. And since 13-1. Like, I don't know what else to say. He's participated in all but 2 of this team's kills. Oh my god, he has a 6k gold lead by himself, over double the gold of Theatrics. Like, this is just ridiculous. He has a Blade of the Rune King and Ninja Tabbies now. It's 20 minutes and he has 3 items. Like, if you have 2 items at 20 minutes, you're snowballing 3 items. Oh my god.
And so now Chase Squad just gonna do this little dance around the Baron, but Elusa.
I don't even want to say anything anymore. It's just utter destruction from Elusa. Gonna dive into a 1v3 though, is not... No, he's not gonna go down because of the wild growth. Why not? Triple kill for him. There's... That's a Quadra? Yep, Quadra kill. They want to give... No, they're not gonna be able to give him the Penta. Stock Alias around to the side. Yeah, Quadra kill for Elusa. Clean ace. It's 17-1. Oh my god. Yeah,
I was going to say, this is going to be the start of the Baron dance, but
nope.
Clean ace at 21 minutes with 2 inhibitors down, you're going to just end the game.
What's a Baron dance? Allergic to Milk, no fear of Theatrics. No Theatrics are just too far behind Nexus turret, number 1, and 2 both go down. Nexus is being targeted now. Everyone's up for 9IT, but it does not matter. Nexus goes down 2-0 for Chase Squad. GG. Thank you for the $5. Oh god, Saito's the real torpedo can at least take a single dragon. Saito's just donating more money for the shade. Thank you for the donations though. Goes to the prize pool, I believe. But yeah, okay.
Alright, who do you think did the most damage?
A Donval.
It was him.
Oh my god.
For a 21-minute game,
22k damage.
almost 22,000 damage.
I'm okay. Greg, post the MVP poll. Just I can honestly just call it right now, but I'm not going to. Yeah, once Greg
Did
posts,
over 1,000 damage a minute.
I don't even know what to say in this cast. Like, when you reach the point you just kind of stop commentating because everyone's just dying in an instant. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give prompts to Saito. You know, he was, or not to Saito, sorry, to Elucida. You know, he was where he needed to be in the early parts of that game. You know, able to get the kills, able to snowball himself and snowball his team in terms of map pressure. You know, because there's no way that you end a game just over 21 minutes with just snowballing yourself. You are also snowballing your team. You're snowballing the pressure. You're taking towers. Man, that was a...
Okay, since I have to ask you, who's the MVP?
You know... C-Man did save Elucida's KDA there at the very end, giving him the wild growth. No, but Elucida, hands down. I don't see how you give this to anyone else.
I don't either. He already has 7. He has 7 votes already. I don't want to discredit the rest of the team. They all played quite well. They were able to follow up with this entire series. Just they followed up his engages and were able to dish out damage too. But game one he got out all the. He got off all the right engages. His team was able to clean up. This time he was engaging and being the one cleaning up. So just great series from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he is in the Play of the Game interview channel, so you want to jump up?
Yeah, sure. Let's go talk to him, man.
Sweet.
Oh, wait, who sent me here?
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
No, I was like talking to people. All of a sudden I'm here. I got abducted. Oh no.
blame Greg.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, congrats on the 2-0 and Game 1 MVP and presumably Game 2 MVP. You currently have 7 votes for you. I'm okay, you know what?
Thank you.
This isn't gonna... Hold 1 second. Full results. Because I know this isn't gonna change. Yep, you're now officially Game 2 MVP as well, so congrats. Saito forgot that voting for Hansu meant we had to listen to Hansu.
Nah, it's fine, dude. I'm not important.
We're retracting all the votes. We're giving someone else the MVPs, but nah. That was Game 2. Well, not Game 2. Game 1 was definitely pretty. Yeah, it was not necessarily a stomp, but like it ran away around like 15-20 minutes, and this game was just over at like 5. Like I didn't.
You're right, Rich. What is it hard, friend?
I just witnessed the 17-1 Shyvana in 21 minutes. Like, I don't know what to say. I didn't know what to say during the cast. At some point, it was just like, okay, and the fight's going, and oh look, everyone's just dead in an instant.
Well, what do you think? I mean, he had a Triforce, Blood Nation, Blader, and King. Come on, man! Like, he got so far ahead. So, like, Rich, do you have any questions you want to ask first?
I mean,
I guess I'll give you the floor.
Yes, I mean, I do actually have something. Last week you did have some unfortunate computer issues and kind of had to watch while your team, I believe they lost to, I think it was to T4S. I would need to double
Yeah,
check.
we lost 2-2 last game.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, first, when did you just? Because I'm curious, when did you get like the new computer? Like, just yesterday, or
The computer
like when, like, did you like get a new computer, or you on someone else's, or?
no? I'm gonna have to give out a huge shout out to Eric, who came to me up. He messaged me on Facebook like, "Hey, bro, got a spare computer if you wanna use it." And he said, "You can send it to." He said, "Well, he had it for a while, and then he's got a new PC, and he's like, hey, if you're not gonna use it, I can ship it to you. All you gotta do is like compensate for the the shipping cost." And I'm just like speechless because
Holy!
I didn't think he was kind of. I'm not saying he's bad. Like we meme a lot, and him and I flame on each other a lot. But just the thing that makes me so happy about this tournament is like under the name of under the name of Brotherhood, we can come together and help each other, even if we don't know each other in real life. We have that special bond that makes us connected, and the fact that he provided me with just a computer that he doesn't need, that meant a lot for me. That it means a lot. So thank you, Eric.
Holy shit! I want honorary MVP for Eric / Guy Fieri. Like I didn't even know this. Okay, wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay, wow. That's
he's a really good guy. I mean, he shit sucks me, and he took my peta, but I don't. He's a good guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, follow up. So you got the computer from Eric. Oh god, I'm now trying to think of how to phrase this, but
words are hard, by the way.
I'm fully aware. I figured that out.
I understand.
I figured that out last game when I was like, okay, what the oh look, another one's dead. But yeah, I got a new computer. Had to thanks, Zan, I guess. Had to like watch from the sides.
Mm-hmm.
We're just thinking like, oh, okay, time to come back with a vengeance, or it was just like, okay, well, this is another game, and it just happened to turn into going off 2 games in a row.
Well, to be honest, when I couldn't play, I just you can't practice when you don't have a computer. But I did a lot of researching, just like watching other players play a lot and see how they do it. So I guess I just like had a mental training, just like watching other videos and stuff, and learning the routes and what they would do in certain situations. And I did talk to a lot of my team a lot. We communicated a lot with like champions, tools, and roles, etc. And ultimately, even when I didn't have my computer, I was still able to keep my practice up and communicate with the team. And I think we were prepared as a team for this one, because last time we had like 1 or 2 subs. And having 1 or 2 sub is not really fun to play with, and I understand that. So,
well, I'm prep in general is awesome, but like it just sounds like you did so much out game prep, and it definitely paid off. So, yeah,
I'm genuinely surprised as well when I saw the end score. I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah, Matt, you got anything?
Yeah, talking about the first game, it was Zach. Oh my god, who was the other jungler? Zach versus
Elise.
Yeah, Zach versus Elise. Did you do any prep, knowing that Theatrix was a very early game oriented jungler? Did you do any prep or anything special to try to help track the Elise? Because it seemed like no matter where one of you went, it seemed like the other one was always right behind each other, and you guys were always consistently counter-caking each other. So was there any specific things that you did to help kind of keep track and figure out where the Elise was at all times to help?
No, I actually really didn't. But you know what they say?
Sorry, you're
You totally just cut out at, you know what they say. I
know
don't
what
know what they say.
You know what they say, great minds think alike. Well, one of us are great.
Oh.
It's him.
Shots.
It's him.
Oh.
It's him. It's him. That's why he's in Diamond and I'm not. No, but it's really funny. I think I'm not too sure, but I think our jungle paths just lined up perfectly, and half of the time I just had a feeling he's gonna gank mid. Because I was kind of certain. Well, I was thinking that since Eric didn't have much pressure mid lane because he's not a mid lane player, so maybe if Adam could focus a lot, the Airtrix would focus a lot on mid, they can get the mid snowballing, and he chose a Vigar. So I stuck around mid a lot and see what happens, and it just happens that every time I go there, Elise is there with me, and just like 2v2 party. I'm just okay, that's fine by me.
I mean, whatever works.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seemed to work out. I think Rich and I noticed, the same thing of it was whoever counter engaged the gank. Usually, their team walked ahead with a little skirmish victory there. So it was just cool to see how that interaction was happening. But yeah, no, that's all I have. That's all the question.
Yeah, I don't have much else. So yeah, once again, congrats on the 2-0 and the double MVP. So
Ooh, can I get a shout out real quick?
ooh, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. Shout out to Matt who played for our top lane today. He's a sub, but thank you for cooperating a lot. I know our team is a handful, especially with a bunch of memers in our team. But I appreciate your attempt. You when you saved my ass during my Shyvana rampage at the end of the game. He flash ulted me to save me. I'm just like, oh, support me.
Yeah, just real quick before we go. Yeah, massive props to C-Man coming in and subbing and doing a lot of definitely unseen work, I'd say, on that Lulu both games. But yeah, if I assume we've got nothing else, so that's going to do it for tonight for PMA LCS. Chase Squad picking up the 2-0 over 9-inch torpedoes. We will be back tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. EST with 3 Pump Chumps versus Team Solo Feed, where you get to watch either me or Matt feed.
Because it's only one of us can feed.
Only one, because it's solo feed. But yeah, until then, we will not be casting that, but you get to watch us play. So until the next time on PMA LCS, I have been Rich Drachi Matties.
And I've been Matt Bababoo Bowles.
Bababoo Bulls. And good night, guys.
Night, y'all.